I'm working on my third book. It's called From the Garden to the Cross. And so much about Jesus' passion experience that is relatable in these types of moments. When Jesus is walking to Golgotha and the women are following him, and they're crying and they're like pitying him. And he tells them, it's almost like offensive. Like he tells them, do not pity me, pity those that are going to be affected by what I'm doing. But the interesting thing is he's not to be pitied because he's not a victim in the sense of he's choosing this mission. He's choosing the pain for something greater, for this mission, this vision. And I think entrepreneurship and the leap that you've made and the leap that I've made and many others have made is, yes, it's painful and difficult and challenging, but it's not without a purpose. It's not without a vision. So what would you add to that or speak into that dynamic?
Yeah, I love the way you position Jesus as an owner versus a victim, right?
Yeah.
The great Steve Chandler, who was the godfather of coaching, he talks a lot about the victim owner choice and how it shows up in our life on a regular basis. You might hear it when people say, I'm overwhelmed. Overwhelm is a choice, but they're a victim to it. So they just accept overwhelm. Or you might hear it in people's language when they say, I should go see my doctor, or I should go to church, or I should spend time with my kids. Like, it's very victim language. And, the words that we speak, they form our reality, right?
Yeah.
And they form our mindset. And so, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's what Jesus did for us, going to the cross, like having that ownership mentality really can make or break you in life.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have 5 kids, like, being able to stay in that ownership versus victim mentality is so important as a parent, as a business owner. And I see it constantly showing up in my clients, in their language. And a lot of people who come to me, Jason, they are, go-getters. They've got a lot going on. I mean, most people don't seek out coaching because they're lazy or don't want to go to the next level. And so whenever this shows up in their language, I'll usually send them Steve Chandler's recording called Victim versus Owner, and they're offended. Like, why would you? I'm not a victim.
Yeah.
And it's sneaky, right? It's really sneaky how it creeps into our thinking and our language. So
and it's definitely polluted our politics on both sides of the aisle, and we revel in it, and it can be a nasty thing, and I think it shortchanges people that are truly victims or in a victim situation as well.
Yeah, absolutely.